Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is April 14th, 2022. It's a Thursday, so you know what that means. Let's go to Monster Strike News and see what is up in the world of Monster Strike. Of course, we have Kesed Kai coming tomorrow. His debut is at 7 p.m. Japan time as usual, so if you want one of those 5 sub-bump combos for Kesed here, go at it. Again, don't forget, it's still sub-bomb combos, so they're not going to be as exciting. The 20th of the month will be Monster Strike Day, and that means we get some items that we can pick up. Of course, the flashy item there in the middle is a Tokudama, which will be for the event that will be coming up, and we'll talk about it shortly in this video. If you have 3 or more lucky monsters, you can also pick up that Ableberry scroll to give another monster an Ableberry. We also have the wrapping up of the My Keep gacha that should be ending in the next few days. On the 16th is the last day you can pull for a better monster. I'll have a compilation video, I'm sure, at the end of that to go over which monsters my tablet and my main account got. Hopefully you've been diligent about doing that. You'll have 1 week to pick up your monster from the 17th through the 24th, but the gachaing ends on the 16th. We are going to have a new Insidious quest. It features Nene Kirimaru here. This is a Chokyukyoku Insidious difficulty, and his debut is on the 20th. Of course, that is Monster Strike Day, and this quest is a Monster Strike Day exclusive quest, which means we also get the Chokyukyoku Fu difficulty, which is the sealed Insidious challenge. Again, if you forgot how that works, is you have to clear the original Chokyukyoku stage first, and then you have the ability to take on this stage. Now, this only needs to be cleared once to get the rewards, but in exchange for its difficulty, all of your Ableberries and any badges that you have on your monsters are nullified for this quest, which really does make a big difference. So do keep that in mind if you want to take this. It is quite a challenge here. And of course, the reward for clearing the sealed version of this stage, the Fu version, you get the alternate art of the monster in question, and that comes with a Ableberry slot unlocked for you. Okay, and I said we're getting a new event. It is an alpha event coming, and it is School Days Part 2. We get to take on 3 new characters for the gacha, and we get some in the event. We'll go over them one by one. First, we got Li Xin here, Alpha. She is a fire type, and her abilities is no gravity barrier, no speed down walls, gravity barrier slayer, strike shot turn charge. All of that is on the main. We also have no block and strike shot turn reducer on the gauge. Strike shot is a 16 plus 4. Increases the power of all touched friendly units for a set amount of turns, and the bump combo is a copy followed by a defense bump combo up. Of course, this is quite, this is gonna work quite nicely with Neo. People were pointing out, obviously they're different colors, but they're the support level that Li Xin can provide here is quite interesting. So yeah, this is the first monster. The next one is Anastasia Alpha, and of course you all know Anastasia is quite a coveted Guardians exclusive monster. She turns from water to wood, and her wood form here in the alpha version is the following. We got a bounce power type, and she has null damage wall, super null speed down wall, water slayer, and bump combo boost. But on the gauge, we've got null block as well as soul steal. Strike shot is a 6 plus 6 speed and power up. She will defense down herself, but in return she will have super counter mode, which means she will be able to fire off her bump combos at full power whenever she's hit in that combo counter mode. Bump combo for her is a wood energy ball and Chozetsu static electricity, both quite strong. Very interesting stats here. We'll definitely see where she can shine in the Monster Strike world. And last but not least, we've got Elma Lu and Coney Lu Alpha here. And actually, this does not have the correct version, which I ended up having to fix. So give me a second to pull that up. Okay, and thank you to KSK on Discord for alerting me that it was wrong in the first place. Strike Shot is actually... wait, did I go over the stats? I don't think so. Here we go. Pierce Blast. We've got no wind, no warp walls. Remember, that's the one where if you enter the wall, you end up teleporting to like a homing beacon, whatever, that's on the stage, and you'll be moving in a direction that way. So definitely an annoying new gimmick. So we'll probably see a healthy flow of monsters getting that soon. We also have Mahuji EL, which is Demon's Bane EL Slayer. That is big damage, as well as Ajin Samurai Fuji Slayer EL. So that's a pretty popular set of classes there. So I'm sure they will see a lot of targets for their Slayers here. We also have Konshin here, which is full force, and of course, because it's a rare ability. A reminder on what that actually does: if you hit your gauge, you will get 3 times your attack value, but in return your speed is reduced by a quarter of its normal value. So do keep that in mind. You know, if you don't realize what's going on, you're gonna be like, why the heck is this character so slow? Well, you have to decide whether you want to use power or speed. It's definitely an interesting trade-off, which I really haven't had the opportunity to play around with. But, you know, very interesting. Strike Shot here is an 8+8. This is Kamael Strike Shot, where you will fire a ball in the direction you point, and for each unique wall you hit, the damage of that ball increases. Now, it is a pretty strong energy ball that you fire out, but of course it will activate on the first enemy you hit. So you've got to have open space. You know, 3 walls is probably your ideal situation. Hitting all 4 is going to be really difficult. But again, do keep in mind that the first enemy you hit will activate that Strike Shot, but it does pack a mean punch. Bump Combo is a light Chozetsu homing 12, as well as a super round flash. Alright, let's move on. There we go. And of course, since it is the month of April, the gacha will feature 24% drop rates for your first single and your first 10 pull. Again, let me remind you that the 24% rate only increases the chance of you getting a 5-star monsters. It does not increase the chances of getting featured rate up monsters. So please make sure you understand that this only reduces the chance that you get a junky 4-star monster, and instead you'll get a 5-star monster, which could be the exclusives, but that does not increase the chances of getting them. Now, the drop monsters for this event will have very familiar characters. We've got Inami Mio here, which you know, obviously looks like Izanami, and we also have Kushina Himeko and Yamatake Mikoto. I don't think I need to explain who they carry after, but you know, they're all teachers at the school here, so it's going to be cool to see, you know, essentially an alpha form of the classic Impossible monsters. So definitely farm them up. I know I'll definitely max select those guys, even though I haven't max select their original forms. We've got the past alpha gachas also coming back for 48 hours. They'll be available for 2 days. And again, since it is, you guessed it, it's April, so that means their 24% rates do apply for those gachas. Your first 10 pull and your first single pull for each of those gachas, I believe you'll have one for the 2020 gacha and you'll have one for the 2021 gacha that you want to aim for. If you want to go for those monsters, make sure you take that opportunity to pull. There is not that much time to think about whether or not you want to do that. And of course, the old quests that came with those old gachas will also be back in the library. That will be available for about 72 hours. Remember, even if you've already cleared them, you want to clear them again to get that orb from the library. Any free orbs definitely count. And back into the normal world of Monster Strike, the Transcension Kai for this week will be Monst Bright Revision. And I spelled revision incorrectly. That is embarrassing. Can I change it on the fly? No. But let's ignore that I misspelled that and move on. I spelled it right here. His stats are Minesweeper L, Null, Wind, Super Laser Stop, and Inner Strength M is on the gauge. We've got 3 connect skills for him. We've got Super Null Gravity Barrier, Mafuji M, Demon's Bane. Everybody loves that Slayer lately, I guess. And Super Strike Shot Turn Axel. The requirement here is that you need 2 different types than Monster Bright Revision here, or your team luck is at least 100. Strike Shot is a 16 plus 8. You will go through walls and, pop out on the other side. And it is a motivate Strike Shot, so all you have to do is make sure you touch a friendly unit and they'll start moving as well. Bump Combo is a Chozetsu Static Electricity and a Chozetsu Blast. He is a super speed type along with the bounce. Obviously having 3 connect skills makes it quite important to make sure you get that, especially since the Gravity Barrier Super version is under that connect skill, which it's not that difficult. So I think you should be good there. And of course you got Wind, Minesweeper, as well as, being a healer in terms of the Super Laser Stop, semi-healer. And of course can punch out some damage with that Inner Strength M, so interesting to see how Revision could make a difference here. And that is it. Next Monster Strike news is at the same time as usual next week, so check in on April 21st. And here's the next week's lucky monsters. Kamaitachi and the alternate color. I believe we're going back to the the boat monsters, which is not good for me since I definitely skipped that session to max luck any of those monsters. So gonna be tough pickings for me for the next few weeks, I think, unless we switch to the alpha quests, which would be nice for me because I'm pretty sure I always do those. Anyways, that's it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. And of course, we've got the Twitter, Monst, to get the latest news. All of these slides are already there for you to review. And on Discord, you can talk with other folks who speak English and love to play the game. And that is it for me today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.